Right now, we're gonna just introduce ourselves to this Vahipana with each other. So, been training with Antipunani Burgess for a long time, and although she's in the spirit world, she's still guiding us to go within and fully understand what is our internal weather. She calls it the weather ball. In Hawaiian, we talk about kilo, which is observing with all of your senses, kiloing everything that's surrounding you, opening up all of your senses. And then here we're going a little bit deeper into kiloing and deeply observing your kino, which is our body, our hanu, which is our breathing, and our pu'uvai. We'll do a little bit of kilo kino. We're going to turn towards each other and we're going to discuss how our weather is at the moment. To start off going within, to disconnect from everything around us. We really just want you guys to disconnect, to reconnect to your ancestral vibrations. So your name, the aina that raised you, your internal weather, thanks. Yeah, so you can relate your weather to any phenomenon. My weather, we've been out here almost every day this week, so I guess I'm on my canoe and it's just, there's a wind blowing it, and I'm just going with it right now.
Big Island. Weather, as people know me, I'm open. It's pretty dark, pretty cloudy, pretty dark. Not anything terrible, but so.
You guys saw the map with all the streams coming down. So they're not feeding the local i'a anymore, but this is one of our limu, this ele. All of our seaweed has healing elements to it. All of our seaweed can heal you. This one, what I remember, it heals blemishes on your face. But this one is one of the most eaten one. We ate it with stew, and yeah, it's really good. And it's all over here because there is all these springs coming up. So today, as you guys are with us out on the canoe, just pay attention and open up all your senses because you're going to feel coldness, then you're gonna feel warm on your feet. That is because you're coming near a spring. So again, we're in the water. There's that marine biologist, Wallace Nichols. That book, if you guys are interested, is called Blue Mind. Being in, on, or near the water helps you to be happier, and they have research that documents that. And also being barefoot in nature. All of our ancestors here has all been barefoot in nature because they lived in tune with nature, right? We can all agree, no matter what ethnicity you are, you can trace back their genealogy to knowing when they were in tune. We have 3 tools in our tackle box. We're calling it our Maliola tackle box. Is really to work on our mental fitness. So today you guys are gonna do physical fitness with us out on the canoe, and then we're going to work on our mental fitness right now. And so a lot of us strongly believe that our ancestors are still guiding us, but if our minds are not quiet, we cannot hear our kupuna guiding us. And then just go within for a couple seconds and hear your heart rate and your heart, your breathing. So you can breathe a little harder so you can hear it, and then slow it down. Thank you guys for doing that. So this is preparing us for what we're gonna do right now. We're going to just sink into the sand a little bit more, absorbing all those healing minerals from the sand, from the ocean. Bringing that awareness right under your nose. And if thoughts come into your head, just come right back to that hanu that is right below your ihu, that air that's right below your nose. 2, 3, 4, and holding. 4, 3, 2, 1. We've all been on the airplane, right? And you saw that this is what you see when you're landing. And this is what it actually looked like from the beginning before they dredged it. So what happened is that December 7th, 1941, they wanted, they got into the war, right? And so Pearl Harbor, or what we know it as Pu'uloa, ke'ehi means to tread upon or walk upon or embrace with your feet. And so our ancestors named specific places for very specific reasons, an event, the sacredness of the area. So you can see, it's kind of hard because the glare, but I'll leave this up so you guys can see it later. It's a 1900 map. So a lot of our map makers, the cartographers, were people that weren't from here. And so they eventually stopped using our language, our names. And so here you see Mauliola, but in the maps after that, post that, you don't see our traditional names. You see Rainbow Island, you see Quarantine Island. So this island, this tidal island that we're on now was a lot smaller. And then when they started dredging, they started putting sand on top of this. That's why they eventually called it Sand Island. But I'm hoping that none of you will ever use the S word again.
I live in a rural community, so having the ability to have outreach in communities that are underserved, especially on the east side of Maui, I think it's great to network inter-island, work together, and get these trainings and be able to help us to activate that and share it in our community. So I encourage that it continues to happen and we get more opportunities like this. No, I've gone to I did the last training through Seeds of Wellness, and I've done some other trainings in the past, but I like that this is at a cultural site, and that's really encouraging. So
I'm a new farmer from Maui, so being able to come here and be in a program like this is very interesting, because I never thought of first responders definitely with mental health, but not on the farming aspect side. As a new farmer, I'm starting up a Hawaiian chili pepper farm on Maui. And we're doing a value-added product, which is Hawaiian chili pepper water, and some other providing chili peppers for other sauce companies on Maui and Big Island. And this, not until last year, the mental health aspect in farming, I never thought of that. It wasn't even an option. So this is something that when I heard of it, and just dealing with, jumping into being a new farmer and jumping into the commercial side of farming, there was a lot of stressors which I knew how to deal with from previous mental health classes with the military, but nothing in the farming realm. This is super exciting and new to be able to be a part of this class or course and be able to go back home and help other farmers identify mental health issues that we struggle with as farmers. That I spoke to other farmers and they're like, what are you talking about? And as I explain to them a little bit more, then that light bulb comes up, like the aha moment. And they're like, wow, like, is that, and they're asking me questions like I'm their, shrink or something. And yeah, so it's interesting. It's not something that farmers know about. They just deal with it in their own ways. And a lot of it is, is pointed towards family life or a lot of problems that come down, and they think it's stressors from family life and alcohol and other things, when really it's just the stress from farming. And everybody thinks farming is fun, water your plants and it grows. But there's a lot of science that goes in behind it.
Sometimes the hardest thing is to ask for help. And but it's one of the most amazing things when you do reach out and ask for help and find community to support you and to just be able to live life more abundant, Yeah. Sometimes all that stuff just weights you down like rocks in your backpack. And you gotta find the tools how to get those rocks out of the backpack and then throw off that backpack. And
Yeah.
And this program and being in community with surrounded by wellness,
Yeah.
it's a great blessing. So it can sense your energy.
Yes, it can sense your energy.
Yeah, it's a mood ring.
It's a mood ring.
Yeah.
So the calmer you are, the more opening up it's
Yeah.
going to be.
If you're not calm, he will tell you, because everything will be lavender. He will ink all over you.
The ink lavender?
Well, it depends. Depends on what limo he's eating.
What's your
because
mood?
in
My
Pimbe,
mood?
it's more of a red. So it depends on what limo he's eating.
I'm gonna be too relaxed after the I was like, no, I want to go back and
I know, and then
Skyhole there too.
Right,
Oh my
right.
goodness.
yeah.
Look at opening up there.
Infinite.
Yeah, look. Ooh, it's moving. That's so cool.
So which group?
You know, if you think about being a paramedic, you're not only physically exerting yourself, but also you are exerting physical, emotional, mental, spiritual energy too, yeah. So, and a lot of that is held, stress is held in your body. So the whole idea with all this is to, you know, Western form of releasing and cleansing and healing a lot of times is just talking. So here in the islands, things can happen naturally. Things don't have to be verbalized. You can just experience things to get this cleansing and healing. So lomilomi is perfect for that. It's body work. So there are different techniques. So there's direct manipulation with using hands. And as you see, they're using their feet also.
I mean, I think that was an amazing experience getting to go pray in the water, ground out, do some breath work, and first getting a breakdown of the understanding of what this site means traditionally to Hawaiian cultures. So I have a lot of respect for that and super grateful. I'm just grateful for Dr. Tao, all the work that she's been able to create and network and bring all these people together and the whole Seas of Wellness team. It's pretty incredible. I've really enjoyed even the Zoom calls, like all the teachings and people she's got to participate and volunteer. So I want to just give thanks for that.